What's up, squad? Back on another video. I'm Recklezz, feel me? Today, little, you know what I'm saying, different video. This is my first time covering what's going down in, I think it's pronounced Maui. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, please let me know. This is the first time, seeing about this, hearing about this, and definitely wanted to check it out. Definitely big shout outs to the Benny Show. Definitely love reacting and watching the Benny Show. But I've seen a lot of people comment, not only his video, but different things that's going on. So definitely want to check it out. Definitely appreciate everybody tuning in and watching the reaction. Make sure y'all stay tuned for other reactions. Drop 2 reactions a day. Don't know. I'm not even going to speak on it yet. I'm not going to speak on it yet. But just know that a lot of people know that we're expecting a second child. So we don't know exactly when she's coming. So just bear with me. If y'all don't see a video drop, just know we at the hospital. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. So what is this chart right here? Is this Nancy Pelosi's stock portfolio after becoming Speaker of the House? No, actually, this is the interest in directed energy weapons in Google search after the Maui fires that devastated the town. Now, it is our obligation to separate fact from fiction from what we don't know. We're skeptics on this show, so we can ask questions, and it is quite literally our job and our constitutional right to do so. There is a massive interest in directed energy weapons. Presumably, the interest in directed energy weapons spiked after the curious footage of the fires in Lahaina, as people started to notice that these fires, well, only affected the poor neighborhoods and had no effect on the rich multimillionaire mansions that crisscrossed the ocean side. No, it was only the small and impoverished communities that got burnt to a crisp. Quite an interesting fire there, you might say. And I would say, yeah, people deserve answers for what the hell is going on. Ultimately, people deserve the answers, and we are here to give them the answers. The truth about directed energy weapons is that they're real. Directed energy weapons are a real thing. It's something that the DoD is developing in many different forms, whether it be satellite or shipborne or something that you carry with you.
My thing is, why though? Like, why did they do that? Like,
Directed energy weapons is something that is openly being used in trials right now, according to CNET. The U.S. commander in the Indo-Pacific is interested in more widely experimenting with deploying directed energy weapons designed to zap electronics and incinerate incoming threats. The Navy Admiral, who leads the China-focused Indo-Pacific Command, on August 28th said he's certainly looking into asymmetric advantages and said he should bring it. I'm very encouraged by the high-energy laser capacities that are being experimented with and utilized. So, to say that these don't exist is a lie. These are real. Here's Lockheed Martin. This is one of the largest defense contractors in America, with a very glossy presentation about how exciting directed energy weapons are, harnessing the power of lasers for the 21st century. They have all these little videos and everything up on their YouTube talking about how excited they are. And then these videos actually, you can click on them. These videos actually show tests where they successfully used, there you go, you can see it there on your screen, successfully used lasers to effectively blow up airplanes out of the sky. These are ground-based lasers. This stuff exists. Okay, are we done? Okay, we good? Like, these things do exist. They're actively being tested, and so these are real. Now, did these weapons cause the Maui's fires? Is
Maui, okay.
People are saying that Space Force is located on Maui. There is a massive Space Force base on Maui. Did something go horribly wrong? What happened? You don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to just simply read the corporate press and see that the government services that were in charge of Lahaina and Maui.
But people were saying, like, a lot of people, like, you know, died with this. And, like, what? My thing is like, why? I think I'm more confused on, like, what this video is about. What caused all of this to happen? That's a big fire. When I hear of fires, I hear more so of, you know, the heat, like California, like wildfires. That's the only time I hear about fires. But in Maui, I don't know. It is something weird, and honestly, I don't know.
Maui, well, they closed down the roads, trapping people inside of the town. They pushed people towards the center of the town, which was effectively an oven. They shut down the water supply that could have helped prevent the blazes from spreading. And, of course, they didn't sound the sirens to warn people of the dangers. Very curious. They also passed pieces of legislation right before the emergency that allowed them to take everyone's homes. So, yeah, people have a right to be very, very suspicious about who's going to profit and benefit from these fires. In fact, if they headed over to some of the local residents' YouTube accounts, they'd find some other curiosities. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a man named Hawaiian Real Estate, Hawaiian Real Estate Org on YouTube. This dude has an account. He is posted. He lives in Maui. He's posted
He lives in Maui.
He is not crazy. He posts stuff about, like, beach walks and real estate deals. Okay. But he's gone viral in the last couple days by posting some very interesting sights and sounds from inside of the burned down village of Lahaina. Ladies and gentlemen, the first of those videos, you see Maui evidence of a directed energy weapon. Now, what he does here is he walks around a vehicle that has been burnt to a crisp, asking, how the hell did this thing get burnt to a crisp?
How did that cone not completely disappear? Because if you look at this vehicle, and I want you to notice the burn, the amount of grass, as you can see, that burned and the char marks. This car is basically completely surrounded by gravel, and you can see a small little flames right here when this grass burned. Yet, when you turn and look right in this direction, besides seeing Dylan, my technical cameraman, you can see this car. And for all you scientists out there that have been sending me images and you're asking me if they're real, I'm here to tell you, in Jesus' name, what we're showing you is real, live on YouTube. So if you enjoy content like this, we ask you to please immediately like this, share this, and subscribe to the channel. Why? Because you are our only hope of getting this out to the world through the YouTube algorithm. This is a tire that is gone. These are the braids of steel inside the tire. Look at this particular rim. Is it safe to say these are aluminum?
Look at the windshield. What's that?
Are these aluminum?
Yeah, that's cast aluminum wheels.
Cast aluminum wheel, you can see it melted.
And the windshield on the inside?
Look at the windshield. That is a windshield right there that is completely melted. We have some jumper cables in the back of the vehicle, but we have some cast aluminum here that's pulverized.
It's just dust.
How is that possible for a grass fire that did not come from this direction? Because you can see there's nothing that's been burned over here. What could cause that type of destruction when you have a grass fire on this side that obviously didn't connect? But even if it was a grass fire,
and it's still only half burned. I mean,
yeah, you can see there's even some grass over here that's still standing. It's not even been burned. So even down below, directly below this, you can see some wood fence posts that were burned, but you can see all that grass is still good. So how do you get this car this hot? In the comments section, I need to hear from you guys.
So what these guys are doing is they're walking around, they're finding these burned down vehicles in the
I heard a lot about people doing that, and I was wondering why.
Open fields, and saying, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. How do these vehicles, which are made out of aluminum and these various metals that have very, very high melting points, how do these vehicles light on fire? And they find multiples of them.
But then you have these two vehicles sitting in here that have melted aluminum. So Donovan, if you want to just take us through this car real quick and show us, I know you know a few things about cars, you can point out some things that require a very high temperature. By the way, we just talked to the neighbor who was talking to an investigator in Lahaina town yesterday, and he said the investigator told him the temperatures reached.
So that's what I'm saying. So was it just there? Like who they like? Was it they were just shooting a laser, shooting whatever they shooting at different objects so everything can spread, or like what? This is crazy.
Excess of 3,000 degrees. So tell us what you got, Donovan.
Well, we have about 300 degrees for aluminum, and this
300?
1300.
1300. Okay, thank you.
1300. Well, 1220, but if you round it up, because it was not only melted, it was liquefied to the point where it
Ran
became
down the side of the hill.
a river of aluminum going down the dirt hill.
So this is the aluminum rim. Obviously, there's the tire. What's left of it, the steel threads or steel belts.
And maybe combination gas tank if the gas tank's aluminum.
Okay, okay. So you have liquefied aluminum running down the side of a grass fire.
The caliper melted, unless they stole it, but it looks like the bolts are still there. So that, and then you get the steel belts of the tire, which is just a bunch of a wire mesh laying there, and you have the windows that were melted, the back window. If you look at the big old, like almost like
the glass is just melted.
Yeah, it was
dripping.
This is almost what you would see if you put a car in an incinerator.
Wow.
But this is not surrounded by a bunch of structure fires or anything.
Like I see them, like, you know, want to know what's more. But I wouldn't even touch none of this stuff though.
There's no fuel.
So these guys are effectively saying, how do these cars heat up so much? How is it possible for these cars to get so hot in this area that doesn't have any fires around it? They're not surrounded by structures. What is heating up these vehicles is what these guys are asking.
Interesting.
But you notice that house is untouched there.
Yeah, let's just scan the houses next door so you can see for yourself that all these homes are perfectly fine. So there's no fuel to create the fire that's powerful enough. It's like if you burned your campfire next to your car and then this happened to your car next.
Well, everybody's thrown beer bottles or bottles in their campfire.
Right.
And I mean, look at the windshield. It's almost gone in the back windows.
So does everyone just need to go take a little Wikipedia tour on the melting points of things and just do some research?
Yeah, it's amazing.
What a good idea. So, because I didn't know much about melting points before all this started, and I'm a skeptic when it comes to all things outlandish. But to me, this is what now seems outlandish to me.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have done our research.
So my thing is how long was the fire? It's a question that I had. I'm obviously new to this about Maui. I want to know how long the fire lasted. I've seen a lot of stuff with going on with this. So if it's more videos, y'all got my email, LifeWithRecklezz at yahoo.com, or just DM me on Instagram. And that's LifeWithRecklezz. But I want to know more so of how long did this. I want to know more about this. If there's other videos that I can check out, because now I'm very interested. I was interested coming into this, video, and knowing what's going on, obviously. But I'm way more interested of what I've just got shown. So please
research.
email
Here
me
you go. The melting point of aluminum is 1220. I mean, it's really hot. It's a lot hotter than my oven gets. That's really, really hot. I guess the question is, how do these cars melt?
Right.
I mean, again, it's kind of like you're in an incinerator. The only thing that can come to mind for me is maybe these vehicles are being ignited. The gasoline inside of them has blown up. And so the cars literally incinerate because the gasoline blows up inside of them. I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's...
Yeah, I don't know. I encourage you to go watch the entire videos. The videos are 40 minutes long, 11 minutes long on the guy's channel, and see for yourself. Again, the dude just like films whales and surfing and hikes in Maui. That's what he does with his life. Looks like a hippie. Seems like a hippie. Has a rainbow in his bio here. So what do you want from me? That's what people are saying? That, like, directed energy weapons are real? Melting points are real? How are these cars melting in the middle of the field? Decent question to ask. Why are all the structures around the cars intact? People are still living there, and then the cars are melting right next to it.
It's like almost like they're trying to start. Well, they did start a fire, but it's like nothing else. Like why? Like I'm just confused.
100
about
degrees
a lot.
at least to get that aluminum to melt. So wouldn't the house be gone too? We're just asking questions. We're looking for answers. We gonna get them? We'll see. Keep asking questions though. Skepticism can never be wrong. And in fact,
I feel like that is important. Keep asking questions, keep researching, keep doing it. And that's exactly why I love when y'all send different stuff to my email, LifeWithRecklezz@yahoo.com, or my Instagram, LifeWithRecklezz. Just hit me on there about some different things. Of course, I've been doing my own research on different things, trying to find videos and trying to find, different things. But if it's stuff that's specifically that y'all want me to see, then please send that information. Because I definitely want to check more into this, because it's honestly not making sense to me. But definitely appreciate everybody tuning in, watching this reaction. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe. Make sure y'all check out the recent videos posted. Definitely some bangers. Stay tuned for the next one. I'm telling you, it's a banger. Catch y'all next one.